Cecil. I gave her the job of getting all the phone calls. Not that she didn't have enough to do with the Roaring Twenties, but she needed some extra work. And thank you, Joanne, for your help. Really appreciate it.
No problem.
On the middle of the tables, you'll see objects. Some of them are kind of weird, but this pertains to some of Dave's life. Now, table 1 was supposed to have a tractor. I don't know what the heck happened to the tractor. The tractor was supposed to represent Dave's very first job. He had this one, 15? You were 15. He worked for my uncle on a farm, and he has such a great physique. He had the cigarettes, and the t-shirt. So, table number like 2. I don't have my list. Could you just tell me? It's that cute little girl, right? That's me. When Dave was plowing or whatever on his tractor. Smart. He looked across the field and standing in front of the pea shed. P-E-A shed. There stood this adorable little girl, 11 years old, hair in a ponytail, shorts on. She looked at him with his physique, muscles. He looked at her, and it was love at first sight. And the last adventure is going to be next month. We're going to Africa, and he's really not that keen on going, and I know a lot of you agree with him, but he wasn't keen. He wasn't keen about going to China, and you loved it. He wasn't keen about going to Australia, but he loved it. He did the dive around the Great Barrier Reef, and he even got to dance with the Aborigines' chief wife. Bounced all around. So anyhow, that's his next adventure next month, going to Africa. And see, this little monkey's so nice. That's so. Right, Larry, did you want to say anything, or?
I had a few notes here that I jotted down. 407 years ago. Actually, since you mentioned the airport, there was one story that I think is worth sharing. Dad always looked out for the two of us quite well, and was very supportive of everything that we did. After long days at work, I don't know if you all know this, but he's battled back pain for most of his life and doesn't talk about it, and he would come home after working these long days. Bob and I, we didn't know about the back pain. We just thought he was supposed to be coming home to play with us, and whenever we asked, he would always take us out and do it. And for me, that was a lot of wanting somebody to catch me, because I was a pitcher in baseball and wanted somebody to catch me. And so he would volunteer to catch. Now, with somebody with a sore back, getting down to do this is not the easiest thing. And to make it even tougher, I was a pitcher who needed a road map to find home plate. I tried to hit the ground and miss, and he would constantly have to be up and down, chasing the ball, sometimes down gutters. He was very supportive, even when Bob and I, grew our hair out and looked like hippies. He didn't give me any grief. He did say, "Don't get too attached to it." I didn't know at the time what he was talking about. I know now. But you mentioned the airplanes, and Dad's always been into airplanes. And when I got old enough for him to have the talk, you guys know what the talk is, right? The sex talk, yeah. That's where he took me for the sex talk was to the airport, and I didn't know what was going on, and I thought this was very strange. But now that I look back at it, Dad, it finally makes sense. You get to the airport, you're all excited, and you go out and you watch the planes take off, and they rise and rise, and they go through all the fuel, and then they come back down, and they land, and then the pilot steps out and smokes a cigarette. So now it makes sense. So Dad, thanks a lot for the sex talk. And thanks a lot for all the support through the years. I couldn't ask for a better dad. Happy birthday.
What we're doing, because I can't get a hold of Betty. If I call her phone me off, she said, well, I can't leave that phone on, because if I leave that phone on, then Dave's going to know, and I'm going to know. So then I go, okay, I can't call her. Then she calls me and says, well, I'm at dance class. I can call you now. And I'm at work, so I couldn't answer. So we were just having a rough time, and God bless Joanne for being my Facebook friend, where we could actually keep in touch. So I'm glad it was all held back from her. So good to see everybody.
Well, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I call my own. I found a thrill to brush my cheek to, a thrill like when the sun beats down, burns the top of the roof, and your streets get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, on a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, on a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, yeah, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Well, what are we going to do? We're going to improvise, okay? All right, let's just improvise. You are my percussion band. You are the instrumental part. You are the rhythm section. And I really need the rest for you, okay? Because you're the most important part of this song. All right, Bobby.
Shake it, baby.
Shake it, baby. That's right. Good old rocky top, Tennessee. Yeah, rocky top, Tennessee. Once two strangers they climbed up a rocky top, looking for the moonshine still. Strangers they ain't come on down from a rocky top, reckon they care of them. Oh, those dance classes are working. Shake it like that. Once two strangers they climbed up